That really was a shocker. I'm excited. Okay, I'm gonna start mine.
3, 2.
How does that turn into T-balls?
T-balls.
Liang Bei Sensu Nai Ta.
Wow.
Yay! Is it jelly? Is it a plant? Is it a seed?
A lot of people watched my last video with Lauren. In fact, an unbelievable 121,000 people watched as Lauren was given a blank check to go wild at Fongjia Night Market.
How many times do I have to do this? I've never done that before.
But for anybody that didn't see that video and hasn't had the pleasure of meeting Taiwan 最可爱的英国女孩, here she is to introduce herself once again.
My name is Lauren and I come from Wales. I moved to Taiwan about 6 months ago and I am getting a lot of new experiences with Alan and he's filming them all.
Absolutely correct, Lauren. It is my goal over the next few videos to film you having a whale of a time, enjoying these new experiences here in Taiwan and sharing it with the lovely, lovely people who enjoy watching my channel. But when you told me that you came to meet your British boyfriend here 6 months ago and you've never been taken for a bubble milk tea, I had one very simple question for you. What the hell has he been doing not taking you for a bubble milk tea?
Well, actually, my boyfriend doesn't like tea. He is one of the only British people that doesn't drink tea. He's a whiskey boy.
Eddie is indeed very much a whiskey boy, although he's quickly becoming somewhat of a Gaoliang boy.
That is bloody lovely.
But being in Taiwan for 6 months without drinking the country's national drink is simply unacceptable. So there was only one thing for it. I've brought you to a very popular tea brand shop.
Have you?
It's not sponsored this video, so we don't have to focus too much on the name of this shop. But this was the first branded tea shop that I drank bubble milk tea in Taiwan. And I've never looked back. I certainly have never looked back and have an extra 20 kilograms of body weight to prove it. But this video is not about me, it's about Lauren. And it was time to reveal the first of a couple of twists that I had in mind for her throughout the day. The first thing we need to do is you are going to order the tea.
Yeah.
In Chinese.
Oh God.
How did you feel when I told you that you'd be ordering the tea?
I've still not practiced much Chinese, so when you said I was going to order and I looked up at the menu and it was all Chinese, I did start to panic a little bit. You told me what to say, but even then I still couldn't remember exactly what it was.
Do you know the Chinese word for tea?
Nope.
Ta.
Ta.
Like we said.
That sounds similar.
All you need to ask for is Liang Bei.
Liang Bei.
Zhenzu Nai Ta.
Oh, you're getting too much now.
Come on, try.
Liang Bei.
Yeah.
Zenzu
Nai Ta.
Zenzu Nai Ta.
Can you remember now?
Liang Bei Zenzu. I've got Nai Ta. Liang Bei Zenzu Nai Ta.
Wow.
Yay!
Not bad, not bad. So after a little more Chinese practice outside the shop and getting into our socially distanced queue, it was Lauren's big moment and time for her to shine while ordering us 2 cups of bubble milk tea.
Liang Bei, I've got it. Zenzu Nai Ta.
After a little stumble, Lauren nailed it, and the clerk perfectly understood and took her order. And being as this was Lauren's first time at a Taiwanese tea shop, she was amazed by some of the processes involved with making our bubble milk tea.
谢谢. It was really cool watching them do it. There was like this automatic cocktail shaker. They were pouring in all the bobas. And then the machine that adds the lids on. It's not like a coffee cup lid that you just pop on. They just completely seal it.
Have you seen that kind of thing before?
Only here in Taiwan.
Were you excited to try it right there and then?
I was so excited to try it. Like, I was ready for my first experience. You'd said how it was your first drink. So I sat down, ready to start the story. And then...
This is not going to be the first bubble milk tea you drink.
Oh, what? No.
The first bubble milk tea you drink,
yeah,
you are going to make it.
Oh my God, seriously?
I've decided we're going to drink this later.
Yeah.
You are going to buy the ingredients, we're going to go home, and then you're going to make your own bubble milk tea.
Wow.
Can you click your fingers?
I can. can.
Click your fingers in front of the lens.
Like this.
Whoa!
How did you get here?
You are getting good at this YouTube stuff,
I
Laura.
am a natural.
Have you been to the supermarket before?
I have. This is my frequent supermarket.
So you do know where everything is?
Yeah.
So basically, I'm going to follow you around with the camera. You've got the internet on your phone to do a bit of Googling, see what you need to buy.
Yeah, because I don't even know what boba is made out of. Like, it's just a little ball. How do you make a little ball like that and make it taste nice? Is it jelly? Is it a plant? Is it a seed?
Let's do some shopping, your favourite hobby.
More shopping.
So, although shopping is her favourite hobby and the tea and the milk were easy to find.
Black tea.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Lauren had absolutely no idea what the balls inside the drink were made from and was looking for anything on the shelves that resembled the pearls found in Taiwanese bubble milk tea.
Are those beans? Those are beans. Could this be it? No? It looks like jelly. So I feel like I'm looking in the wrong place.
Lauren definitely was looking in the wrong place, and after many minutes of aimless wandering around and the cameraman getting so easily distracted... Sorry, I got distracted. Lauren got lucky and chose the right aisle, so I helped a little bit by zooming in on what she was looking for.
Have I missed it? Can you see it? Is it that? No way is that what they look like. But in the tea, what? How does that turn into tea balls?
Tea balls.
That really was a shocker.
So after her shock at discovering what tendu are actually made of, Lauren once again got her hands on my wallet, paid for the shopping, and we made our way home so Lauren could begin her research on the bubble milk tea preparation process. Okay, so what did you learn online? What did you learn about bubbling these?
Well, it was quite hard to find something online because it was mainly doing the pills from scratch.
Oh, okay.
But from what I can gather, I'd boil them for about 15 minutes and then dunk them in cold water.
Now, from what I remember from making my video with William, making tendu is a little more complicated than just boiling the tapioca balls for 15 minutes and dunking them in cold water. But I allowed Lauren to go with her oversimplified method, but it wasn't long before her recipe got its first of many modifications. So Lauren, I believe you've found another method with a bit more detail.
I have.
Yeah.
And it says to boil the water and add the tapioca and then bring to boil again. I am going to add the balls. Shall I add the whole packet or shall I go for half? I think I'll do half.
After making this torturous decision, Lauren added half the pack of balls to the not yet boiling water.
So we left it for 15 minutes, nothing really happened. Left it for another 15 minutes and it ended up burning. It was completely boiled away.
Oh. Okay, Lauren, what's happened? What's happened?
So I just had to check on the balls and they've just burnt at the bottom.
No, I think we're safe. I think we're still...
Try stir it.
Oh,
it's completely burnt to the bottom.
Cowbay.
So we had burnt boba.
Nobody likes burnt boba.
No one likes burnt boba. But we have a friend that lives here called Jocelyn and she is Taiwanese and makes a lot of bubble tea herself. So she was able to give us a little hint on how to do it properly.
Wait. A little hint. Would you call it a little hint?
It was more of making the whole thing herself. Jocelyn, our amazing friend, came in and had a look at them and she thinks that they are savable.
You cook half an hour on the pot.
Yeah.
Then you use the 电锅 to cook for another 60 minutes.
16.
Oh.
60.
Oh my gosh. This is not turned out quite right. And it turns out that you have to boil it and then simmer for 60 minutes, not 15.
Well, yeah, it turns out that the best option is reading the instructions.
Yeah, well, to be fair, the instructions are in Chinese, so I had no hope of trying to translate it. We got back on track, we cooked it for 60 minutes in my rice cooker, and they turn out really good. So we're gonna strain, pop it in the cold water.
How are you planning to do the tea?
Haven't thought of that yet. I wasn't quite sure how to make the tea because I needed enough for a big cup.
You don't have a teapot?
No, I don't have a teapot.
What kind of Welshman are you with no teapot in the house?
Just need a mug. So instead of making tea in a mug like I would normally do, I had an idea of doing it in a bowl. There we go, that's looking right. And that worked out pretty good until it came down to pouring it into the cup. I'm just gonna go for it, because there's no point spooning it.
Ooh.
Oh, I made a little mess. There was a bit of spillage, but other than that, it was all right.
Appearance-wise, Lauren's bubble milk tea was indeed all right. But how did it taste? I joined her on the sofa to find out.
Welcome back.
I have to say, I am so excited to try your bubble milk tea.
I am too. I'm quite scared to try mine first. This is what's going to set my expectations.
Cheers.
Cheers. Here we go. Why are you looking at me like that?
I want to see your reaction.
It's good. I don't think it's what I was expecting.
No.
There's not much tea flavour. I definitely added a lot of milk.
Okay. I think it's not sweet enough for me. The bubbles,
Yeah.
I think we nailed it. I think we got it as good
yeah.
as we're going to get it. But I have to say, for your first time, that's acceptable.
Thank you.
Cheers. Yeah, it's really not bad. Tender, hyper top. Are you ready to try?
I'm more ready to try them. Should I hold the other one up as like a comparison?
Oh yeah, I can try. The colour of the tea.
I think mine's a little like darker and yellowier.
Yeah.
But I think that might be the tea that we used.
The balls
This is
are
lighter.
obviously a different colour.
Oh yeah.
These are like more orangey brown. These are like almost black. I think
Brown
that's because
sugar.
they cook them in brown sugar. I always like to turn mine upside down.
Okay.
Because it's very important for your balls to have a bit of separation. Give it a shake, shake.
I'm excited. Okay, I'm gonna start mine.
3, 2, 1. Cheers.
It's definitely sweeter, but there's actually not that much difference.
I think the thing that's made it very similar, we bought these a couple of hours ago. We put them in the fridge,
Yeah.
and that makes the balls go a little bit harder, a little
I
bit
can
more
feel it.
overly chewy.
But the balls themselves have a lot more flavour. I like it. They probably
you
didn't burn theirs.
They probably didn't burn them. I can almost guarantee they didn't. Did you try Lauren's one yet?
This is actually quite nice.
Yeah?
Better than I expected.
This is actually
go.
quite nice. Wow. That's from our off-camera Taiwanese friend that didn't apply her makeup in time to be on camera. So, but that's from a real, authentic Taiwanese person. Actually better than I expected.
And it was a very low expectation.
It's a huge bubble tea fan.
Awesome. How would you rate the experience out of 10?
Oh, definitely 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Did you have lots of fun?
I have, yeah.
We are making plans for more videos with Lauren coming in future. We've been talking about so many different things today. If you have your own suggestion, then by all means leave a comment down below. But I think it's time for me and Lauren to enjoy our bubble milk tea.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And as for now and as always, I'll see you next time in My Life in Taiwan. Peace.
Bye.
Bye-bye.